What up folks, it's Alex here, aka MrAlexTech, and after a long few months I'm finally back with another transitions pack for you all, and this time we've got some glitch transitions. Now before we get into it, you need to be on at least Davinci Resolve 16.2 in order to use these. So if you're having trouble, make sure to check what version you're on, and if you're not upgraded, upgrade to 16.2 at least. Right, with that out of the way, let's have a look at them, shall we? How cool are they? Hopefully you're looking forward to putting these things to good use. Now you can download the pack for free. The link is down in the description below. However, if you do download them, you like them, you enjoy them, please consider supporting me and the channel by donating to me via my Buy Me a Coffee page. The link is in the description below. All of that helps to support me and my channel so I can keep doing these tutorials and creating these resources for you guys to use. So yeah, please consider having a look at that. Thank you. Right, onto the transitions themselves. There's 18 transitions in the pack. They will work on any frame rate, any resolution. They're scalable, so you can make them as large or as small as you like, and they're customizable. There are no sound effects included because of licensing and giving these away for free and all that sort of stuff, but glitch sound effects are dead easy to find. Just type it in Google and you're sure to come across them, but I have left some links down in the descriptions below to help get you started. Also, I designed and created these using Windows, but they should also work on Mac and Linux. Right, with all that out the way, let's hop on the computer and I'll show you how to install them and how to start using them. So first things first, make sure that you've closed Davinci Resolve before you try and install these transitions. Once that's done and you've downloaded the file from the link down in the description, you should end up with a zip file that looks something like this. MrAlexTech Glitch Transitions. So it's a zip file, so we just need to unpack that. If you're on Windows, easiest way, right click, extract all, and then just extract when prompted. Within the folder, you'll find the 18 glitch.settings files, as well as an install locations.txt file. We can open that up and it will give us the locations for where we need to save all of these files to. Now, one of the easiest ways to get there, I'm just going to copy this from my Windows one. Copy that. I'm going to open up a new file explorer. Like so, so I've got two windows open, and then I'm just going to head into the address bar here, paste that in and hit enter. You can just open up my computer and browse through it to get to this folder. So within there we can see the standard .settings files. There's a few custom ones of mine there, but we've got the cross dissolve and the noise dissolve, which are the standard ones. And we just need to copy these into that folder, like so, and that's it. You can close all of those down. You can delete any of these. You can delete this zip file. It's all done with now if you want to. And then it's time to open up Davinci Resolve. So here we are in Davinci Resolve and we're on the Edit tab. Now you can use these transitions, as I mentioned, on any resolution and any frame rate. Just bear in mind they will take longer to render, obviously, with a higher resolution. So now all we need to do, head into the effects library, open up the toolbox, click Video Transitions, and then scroll right to the bottom until you get to the Fusion Transitions folder, and you'll see all of the MrAlexTech glitch transitions in here. Then all we need to do is click, hold your mouse and drag it onto your timeline, like so. If you ever try to drag it onto a clip and you end up with this, so it'll only go on one side rather than in the middle, and that's simply because this is the very beginning of this clip. As you can see here, there's no additional footage before this point. So there's no overlap or excess footage, which is actually required by Resolve in order to make this transition work. So what we can just do is if I hit this icon here and just roll this back a little bit so we give it a bit of an overlap, then I'll be able to drag the transition on and use the transition. Now that applies both to this clip. There has to be a little bit of an overhang that way, and there also has to be a little bit of excess footage at the end of this clip as well for the transitions to work. Now once it's on the timeline, you can just click on the edge of the transition and drag it out to lengthen it or shorten the transition. Or alternatively, give it a click, open the inspector, go to the Resolve tab, and then you can set the duration either in seconds or frames on here. I found personally that 1 second works quite well for a longer transition, or half a second for a really quick, snappy transition. Now I'm going to click on the Fusion tab, and here are the additional settings which you can change for this transition. So I'm just going to hover my playhead over here. So this is this 1 point in the transition here, and we can change lots of different effects. So it's got flicker type at the moment, is set to vignette. We can change that to lift and it will just brighten it up. The motion scale and speed, this is all to do with the amount of camera shake. And then you've also got contrast, brightness and saturation. So if I adjust the contrast like so, I can bring the contrast down and bring the contrast up. But what's cool about this bit is if we turn off either RGB or all of them or individual ones, so let's turn off the G and the B, then we can adjust the contrast levels for just the reds to get a different look. So you can customize these as much as you like. If you've made any adjustments and you want to save this transition for later, simply right click on the transition on the timeline, and then you can create a transition preset. So I'm going to call this MrAlexTech Glitch 1 Preset 2 and click on OK. And then if we just scroll up within our video transitions in the effects library, we can see here we've got MrAlexTech Glitch 1 Preset 2, or however many that you save. Then if we delete this one, we can bring this one on instead. So you can not only use all of my 18 glitch transitions, you can customize each one to your own preference and have multiple different versions of the same glitches. Now, one last piece of advice for you. If I hit play on this, you'll see that it stutters a little bit because everything is being rendered and being generated in real time. So these transitions can be a little bit slow. To speed this up, click on playback at the very top of the screen, go to render cache, and then change that from none to smart. On the timeline, you'll see this little red bar appear. That will go blue, like so. That's telling me that that transition has now been rendered. So if I hit play, it'll play back much smoother. Depending on your system, it may take a few seconds for that transition to fully render, fully save to the cache, but then once it's done, you'll be able to play it back in real time. And that's it, you're all set up to start using these awesome glitch transitions. And if you do use them and you do enjoy them, please do consider supporting me and the channel by donating via my Buy Me a Coffee page. Also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, any comments or feedback down below, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And that is all, folks. Thank you all very much for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and until next time, see ya.